Hello, Oksana, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes. Hi. Yes, I can hear you. And yes, everything is fine.
Okay. How are you? Greeting.
Everything is fine. So let's wait. Anya, I see here. Anya, hello. We should wait for several students and we can start. Anya, Dima, Sasha. Okay, let's wait. For the rest. Yes, I see. Yes, I see Regina is here. Okay. Denise. Okay. In this case, we can start, I think. Okay. Denise, Sasha, Anya, Regina, Dima. So, should we wait, dear students, or is possible to start already? What do you think, Dima?
Let's start.
Start. Okay. In this case, we will start. So, good day, dear students. And now I see Maxim. Very nice. Very good. Okay, so dear students, today I would like to introduce to you my colleague, my friend, my partner, because I told you already. Soon we will organize a great conference on migration and gender studies, and we organize it together with our Ukrainian university and with our Indian partners. In this case, today I invite in the framework of our course, my dear colleague, my friend from India, Dr. Saurabh Chandra, PhD in Public Administration, Managing Director of the Integrated Policy and the Administrative Research Networking Foundation from India. And Dr. Saurabh Chandra will give you a great lecture about the influence of the pandemic time on the world economy in the Indian context. In this case, dear Dr. Chandra, I would like to introduce you my students. Here we have we have all of my students. I thought it's only 6, but now I see everybody join us, and it's very nice. So here we have 7 students: Denise, Alexander, Anya, Valeria, Maxim, Regina, and Dima. 7 students. They are students of the Kherson State University, and I hope, dear students, it will be for you a great experience to communicate, to speak, to listen our dear guest lecturer today. So, dear Saurabh Chandra, Dr. Saurabh Chandra, the floor is yours, and we would like to listen your wonderful presentation for today.
Thank you so much for such a warm welcome. Thank you so much, students, for joining me. And I would like to know, Dr. Oksana, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you. Yes, everything is fine.
Okay. I think the number of students are less, so we can have an introduction with all of them.
Wonderful.
Because it would be wonderful to know them. And so can you please, each and every student can introduce themselves?
Dear students, let's speak about your maybe experience, about your interest in this course. So I would like to invite you, dear students, to tell few words about yourself and about your vision on how this course in English is important for you. I think it's very important. So
Yes,
let's start from Sasha. Sasha, please. And also, dear students, I would like to tell you, please don't be afraid. Just feel free and speak as normal as it's possible to do. And please enjoy this lecture. Don't be afraid, please. Don't be scared. Okay? So, Sasha, please. Tell us a few words about yourself.
Hello, I am Alexander. I am the student in the KHERSON State University. I study international economic relations.
So what motivated you to take this course? Why you took this course?
I think the world economy is very important for me as my specialty, and it's very important in nowadays. So
For us, yes?
yes.
Yes, thank you, Sasha.
Yes, Dr. Oksana, it is very, very important to keep ourselves aware about the world economy. And I know that this course is doing great in the KHERSON State University. And it is a wonderful experience for me as well.
And for us, Dr. Chandra, it's very important to listen you, to know your opinions about some processes in the world economy, especially in the Indian context. It's very good opportunity for us too. So we are very grateful for your time, and very nice that
Thank you so much, Oksana.
accepted my invitation. Thank you very much. So I would like to invite Denise to speak with us, to tell some words about yourself, Denise. Can you tell us some words about you?
Yes. My name is Denise. I'm second year student at KHERSON University. I'm student economic course.
Yes, but we can listen you. We can hear you.
Denise, can you hear us?
What?
And tell us, please, why, according to your opinion, the world economy, what do you think?
I think too, economy is very important, and nowadays,
And because of that, yes, you decided to study economy, yes?
yes.
Thank you very much, Denise. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you. Anya, I would like to invite you to tell some words about your opinion and about your wish to study economy.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Anna. I'm studying at KHERSON State University.
Anya, why you would like to study economy? Why you choose this topic, this subject in general? Because it's very important now, yes? To study, to know, to study the world economy and, for example, Ukrainian economy. Yes, it's very important for us to know a lot of indexes and. Okay, Anya, thank you very much. Don't worry, everything is fine. Just enjoy. Just enjoy. It's our time to enjoy and to know something new. Thanks to our last lecture for today. Also, Regina, I would like to listen from you. A few words, please. Regina, can you hear me?
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
My name is Regina.
Hello. Yes.
So,
why you decided to be the economist when you will receive your diploma? What do you think? Why economy is so important for us?
I think the economy
It's really important, yes, because we have a lot of change every day, especially during the pandemic time, yes, and it's very important for us to know what's happened in our country, in the world in general. Yes, Regina?
yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much, Regina. Thank you for your answer. And also, I would like to invite Dima.
Hello, my name is Dima.
Hello.
I also student KHERSON State University, and I'm studying this course because it is useful in my life in future.
Wonderful. Very nice, Dima. Thank you very much for your answer.
Thank you, Dima.
Thank you too. And also, I would like to listen some words from Maxim. Brinza.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Maxim. I'm glad to see you.
I'm glad to see you too. To listen you because I can see you.
Although we cannot see you.
Dear students, if it's possible, please switch your cameras. It will be so nice for us to see you, not only to listen you. Please, if it's possible.
I think that our professional of economic relation very interesting. After course, we will have many prospects in the future.
For development, yes?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Maxim. Maybe I forgot someone. I think everybody told us, yes, about your visions and about your wishes and about your prospects. Thank you very much, students. In this case, I would like to ask Dr. Saurabh Chandra to tell us very important information about the Indian context, the Indian vision of the processes that we have now in the world because of the very difficult period of time because of this virus, and how the pandemic time will maybe change our economy. I meant the world economy, and we would like to know some opinions of Dr. Saurabh Chandra about the situation in India. So, dear Dr. Saurabh Chandra, yes, the floor is yours.
Not just the economy, in my opinion, the whole world has changed, and each and every sector that is related to the government or the economy or all the state, everything has been changed. The world is not the same that it was in 2019 or 2018. But this pandemic time has also created a lot of opportunities for us. Now, online, we can reach a wider audience, we can reach more people, we can get connected to a larger group of population, world population. So it has also created it has also given us some of the chances to interact with the on the global platform.
Yes.
But although the world has tremendously changed, and the economy as well. So my presentation or my lecture would be based on the impact of the pandemic on the global economy, and in the context of India, what we witnessed, what type of impact did we see on the Indian economy. Then I will try to give my opinion that how we should behave or how we should counter these kind of challenges, because these are not going to end soon. Even the second strain of corona has also made a lot of things difficult. So can I share my screen?
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Thank you very much for preparation of your presentation. Very nice for us. Thank you. Yes, of course, you can share your screen.
Just a second. Dr. Oksana, can you please allow me to share my screen?
Yes, of course, 1 second. Sorry, I was sure that everything is fine, so sorry, I will do it right
No,
now.
no, it's all right. Come on.
It seems I did it. Please check it.
Okay.
Yes? Mhm.
Yes, yes, I got it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Dr. Oksana, can you see my screen?
Yes, everything is fine.
Is the presentation visible?
Yes, yes, yes. Mhm. Everything is fine.
Okay, dear students, the coronavirus pandemic has reached almost every country in the world. In this lecture, we will discuss the pandemic and how the pandemic seems to have impacted various sectors of global economy and Indian economy in general. So we will discuss all these topics. These are the topics that are related to the global economy. So economy comprises of some major sectors which not only contribute the economic development of a country, but also contribute the development of human well-being through the generation of employment. Because all these sectors, whether it is agriculture sector, whether these are the financial markets, whether this is manufacturing sector, or arts, entertainment, and in sports industry, whether it is a pharmaceutical industry, whether it is a tourism industry, whether it is a hospitality industry, whether it is a science, space, and technology projects, all these generate employment as well, and thus they contribute to the human well-being, overall human well-being. So these sectors we will discuss. The first sector is the agriculture sector. This is a map which shows the top 10 hungriest countries according to the 2020 Global Hunger Index. In this list, you will see there are countries like Nigeria, Afghanistan, Lesotho, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Mozambique, Haiti, Madagascar, Timor-Leste, and Chad. So we will study how these food crisis countries, these are also known as the food crisis countries because due to various factors, the production of agriculture is very low in this country and thus there is a huge food crisis. According to the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, up to 80% of the world population relies on agriculture and related activities for their livelihood. According to various predictions and reports, the situation of pandemic has badly impacted the countries where there is food crisis. All these 10 countries, the hunger index contains a long list, but I have included in this map only 10 topmost countries. In these countries, agricultural productivity is low, people's food consumption is inadequate in both quality and quantity, and many people depend upon single low value livelihoods. Combined with this, there is a poor infrastructure for water, sanitation, and hygiene, which means a higher rate of waterborne diseases that can prevent people, especially children, from absorbing nutrition. For example, one third of Timor's 1.2 million citizens suffer from chronic food insecurity. A number of factors have contributed to chronic food insecurity in this country. At 39.6%, Chad's undernourished rate is the fourth highest in the world. Its children mortality, its children wasting rate is 13.3%, both which is considered as highest in the world, and nearly 12% mortality rate in children under the age of 5 years. This makes Chad one of the few countries in the world where more than 1 in 10 children dies before their fifth birthday. Before their fifth birthday. Likewise, Madagascar is classified as having an alarming level of food insecurity. Now, I want to understand. Hello. I want to understand what is the meaning of food insecurity. Can any one of you tell me what is the meaning of food insecurity?
Dear student, do you remember a few lectures ago, we spoke with you about 17 goals of the Sustainable Development that the United Nations Organization would like to propose to improve in next 10 or maybe 20 years, because we don't know now how it will be because of the pandemic time. And do you remember the goal number 1, the goal number 2? The goal number 1 was no poverty, the goal number 2, zero hunger. So maybe you remember and maybe you can answer for the question of the Dr.
The interesting thing is that all these goals are interrelated because they all have the same motive, the well-being of a human on this planet. So can anyone say me what is the meaning of food insecurity?
Maybe
food
Sasha?
insecurity normally means that a person who is born on this planet should have a good food to eat. But all these countries have so much suffering that they do not have even the good food to eat. And the agriculture sector, which largely dependent upon the economic factors because agriculture cannot grow by itself. Agriculture also requires a huge investment and it is a huge productive sector. So the pandemic, if it will impact the overall economy, it will also impact the agriculture sector, and ultimately it will reduce the agricultural capacity of the economy, and due to that, there can be the food shortage. And if the country do not have enough sufficient funds to buy food from outside, from other countries, then the question of food insecurity will rise in that country. So it is very important to focus on the agricultural aspect of an economy. Okay, I will continue, Dr. Oksana.
Thank you.
Okay, is it visible?
Yes,
Dr. Oksana?
yes, everything is fine. Yes, we can see.
You were talking about the Sustainable Development Goals.
Yes.
The United Nations Sustainable Development Goals have given participation, a participating organizational approach, and it has given a deadline to 2030 to meet several ambitious targets, including zero hunger. After several years of increasing global hunger level, 2020 has only made the path to zero hunger even steeper one, because now it is very difficult for economies to come to a level where they can eradicate the hunger from their countries. I would like to quote here that according to 2020 Hunger Index, the situation is already very alarming. In many contexts, is likely to be worsened in the years to come. Is likely to be worsened in the years to come. The agriculture sector, as we all know, that it plays a very important role in influencing migratory pattern, and it not only fulfills the needs of the economy, but it also helps the economy by to develop by the export of the agricultural food gains. So if the agriculture sector gets hit by the pandemic situation, then it will ultimately impact the economic situation of the country. Now we will talk about the financial markets. This is a graph which has its source from Bloomberg, which was released on 24th of January 2021. It shows the impact of coronavirus on stock markets since the start of the outbreak. I think in the December or November or December of 2019, this whole coronavirus pandemic outbroke in the country, in the world. Can you hear me, Oksana?
Yes, 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 yes. I can hear you very well.
Okay.
Everything is fine.
My slide is visible?
Yes, yes, everything is fine.
Okay, thank you so much. So the pandemic has badly impacted the share markets, which witnessed big shift. You can see here that in this part, in the middle part, there is a dotted lines. So you can see that the share market of the global economy of different, these are the Nikkei and Shanghai Stock Exchange and Dow and Jones and Italy's MIB and FTSE, all these are the share markets. So you can see there has been a downfall in the share prices, which ultimately, what is share market? Share market is a place where shares in companies are bought and sold. So the infrastructure and the economic infrastructure of a company basically depends upon the prices of their share. So when the share market broke, it also impacted the economy of the companies and also impacted the economy of the countries as well. So in response to this type of crisis, the central banks in many countries, including the UK, have slashed interest rates that should, in theory, make borrowing cheaper and increasing boost to the economy. But we still have to see how much that all these steps were successful. Now we will come to the unemployment. So this is the graph which is taken from the International Monetary Fund, which displays that in different countries, how the unemployment ratio or the unemployment percentage has increased during these years of pandemic. We can see Brazil, we can see Italy, Canada, USA, France, United Kingdom, Germany, and Japan. In every country, you can see that the year 2020 and 2021, it proved to be a very difficult year for job seekers. Many people have lost their jobs or seen their income cuts. Unemployment rates have increased across economies. In the United States, Dr. Oksana, in the United States, the proportion of people out of work hit a yearly total of 8.9%. According to the International Monetary Fund, it signaled that on a decade of job expansions. So in the years to come, we are not going to witness more job expansions. The IMF says that millions of workers have also been put out on government-sponsored jobs retaining schemes as part of the economy, such as tourism and hospitality, have come to a near standstill. So all these sectors, tourism and hospitality industries and aviation industries, the workers who were working in these sectors, they got highly impacted by the pandemic.
Dr. Saurabh Chandra, Dr. Saurabh Chandra, I would like to tell you, after 8 minutes, our time will be finishing. So we will be forced to start again, please. Okay?
Yes, yes, I understand that.
Thank you very much.
Okay, this slide shows that how much new vacancies have been created. So you can see that there are many countries, and this graph shows that the number of new job opportunities is still very low in many countries. Job vacancy in Australia have returned to the same level of 2019. You can see that it is just by the side of France.
Yes.
So the job vacancies in Australia have returned back on the same level of 2019, but they are lagging behind in from France, Spain, and UK, and several other countries. The most difficult impact of the pandemic was that most of the countries are now in recession, according to the International Monetary Fund, that the most of the countries are now in recession. If the economy is growing, that generally means more wealth and more new jobs. It is measured by looking at the percentage change in gross domestic product, or the value of goods and services produced, typically over 3 months or a year. The IMF estimates that the global economy shrunk by 4.4% in the year 2020. So the world economy has shrunk in the past past year, in the 2020, by 4.4%. The organization describes the decline as the worst since the Great Depression of the 1930s. The only major economy to grow in 2020 was China. It registered a growth of 2.3%. The IMF is, however, predicting global growth of 5.2% in the year 2021. That will be driven by countries such as India and China, forecasting to grow by 8.8% and 8.2% respectively. Recovery in big, service reliant economies that have been hit hard by the outbreak, such as UK or Italy, is expected to be slow. So these are the information that are given by the International Monetary Fund. Now we will see one of the major sectors of the world economy, that is the manufacturing sector. So the manufacturing sector not only provides boost up to the economy, but it also gives a lot of job options to the population. So here you can see that the National Association of Manufacturers, in the month of March 2020, it gave a report, and this graph is based on that report. It, it shows the impact of pandemic on the manufacturing sector. 53%, this is the data for the United States. So 53% of the manufacturing sector of the United States anticipate a change in operations due to COVID-19. This data was collected by a survey from the manufacturers, that how they are going to tackle the situation of pandemic, how they see the opportunities, how they see the challenges, and based on that, 53% of anticipated a change in operations due to COVID-19 pandemic. 35% of the manufacturing sector units face significant supply chain disruptions. 78% anticipate a financial impact as a result of the crisis. So 51% have an emergency response at their company. So the manufacturing sector got a hard hit from the pandemic. According to the various reports, new vehicles sale in the United States have declined by 40% during pandemics. The American big three car manufacturers have shut down their US factories. The German automotive industry come into the crisis after having already suffered from the Dieselgate scandal, as well as competition from electric cars. Boeing and Airbus suspended production at some factories. A survey conducted by the British Plastic Federation explored that COVID-19 is impacting manufacturing business in the United Kingdom. Over 80% of respondents anticipated a decline in turnover over the next 2 quarters, with 98% admitting concern about the negative impact of the pandemic on business operations. To overall to overcome this situation, according to the Area Development Online, the manufacturing sectors of different countries have started working on now, next, later approach for dealing this pandemic challenge. One of the major sectors of an economy that also gives a lot of job options to the population is the art, entertainment, and sport industry. So, how the pandemic impacted this industry? So, I would like to ask someone that how many of you are sportsmen here?
All students sportsmen.
Dr. Oksana,
Yes.
are you a sportsman? Sportswoman?
Yes, of course. I am. I am a sportsman. And of course,
Okay.
because of the pandemic time, it was very difficult and continue to be very difficult for us to do something in this area. For example,
So I want to know what, according to the students, what changes they witnessed in the entertainment industry, in the arts industry, and the sports industry. What is their experience? How they see what they saw during this time, this past 1 year, what they felt.
Dr. Saurabh Chandra, less than 1 minute, and it will be necessary for us to start again. So please.
Okay.
I would appreciate of your understanding because they see some of problems we can.
Yes, yes. We can log in again on
Yes,
the same
yes,
link?
yes. Again. Yes, again. Absolutely. It's the same. It's the same link.
Dr. Oksana, thank you so much again for inviting me, and I really appreciate that you are so much concerned for the well-being of the students. These students are really very nice, and they are so blessed to have you as their professor.
I hope students will be more active, because I hope they will not be so afraid and to tell us something.